can make 50 before we lose 50, trading 1 micro only as we train on this drill, which is increasing our skills. Got about a minute to go here. Drill before the market opens. Looking at the NASDAQ right here, had a nice run up yesterday, so I'm hoping that all the charts tell me it's okay to go long on this. Key charts that I'm using is a 5-minute chart, which is going sideways, which I'm not excited about, and the 5,000 tick chart. What's good about it is it's starting to drift up over the moving averages on both of these, and that's what I need. If it breaks out over there, you got to, I'm definitely going long. All right, so 50-50. Bell, looks like the bell is opened. Now we're just looking for a reason to get in this thing, a trend line break perhaps. What does the day chart look like? My data is taking forever to load. Well, let's take a look at the day chart. It looks like it went up over the top of the previous day and it fell below it, which I'm not excited about that. Went over the top, fell below, but it didn't go down very far. Let's see if it tries to reclaim that. I'd be looking for a long on that if it reclaims it. Not really that excited about taking a long yet. It could go back up there and test everything. We pretty sure we know that, but yeah, it's got a long ways to go before it gets back up to that level. So it could take a run. If everything's telling me to go long on my lower time charts, which, okay, we're starting to get even the 15-minute crossover here. 15 minutes starting to cross over the moving averages. But like I said, this sideways activity is very chancy after it went up over the previous day's high and came back down. Yeah. So it could just be stepping lower, stepping lower, stepping lower. We want to see it get out of this area right here. So I won't be able to take that trade. Yeah, right there was a perfect fake out. Trendline break fake out right there. Take that breakout right there, and then boom, it fails on you. Okay, so we're aware of that. We are aware of that just by simply looking at price structure. Can't really, I don't know. I guess maybe I should think about shorting this, but I can't short it either until it breaks this level, because on the 5-minute chart anyway, you can see it's tried to sell off 3 times. It's tried to sell off quite a few times down here. And the moving averages are pointed up. So you want it to roll back down, test the moving averages, and break this pivot level and continue down before the short's valid. Like over here, you might be thinking, yeah, let's short that. Well, you can try it, but it tried there. You know, it could work. You never know what price is going to do. But I think I would wait for this pivot level down here to break, pivot level down here to break, and even test it and keep going. So it's in a situation where I can't really take a trade on it. That's the NASDAQ at the moment. All right, let's take a look at gold. Gold is doing better for the short side, but we actually took some trades on gold today, this morning, and it worked out pretty good. Right here, this breakdown right here, it was going slow, and then all of a sudden it sped up and consolidated, and I said it's going to keep going. So I jumped in, got a 1-to-1 on it. That's all I was looking for. That's all I was looking for. All right, so everything is pointing down. On the 60-minute chart, let's take a look at this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's an important level there. 15-minute chart. Yep, same level. Guess we ought to mark that out. And see. Do I need to be trying to take that? How far down do we have to go until it gets there? It may want to claim that. So it swept that pivot high, it swept that pivot low. So it could be doing a classic bullhorn pattern, which is very difficult to trade. You want the lows to continue down lower and lower, not sweep up necessarily and sweep down and then sweep back up. But we still have an agreement on all the time charts in terms of the direction, so that's good. It's not in a range anymore. It was making lower and lower and lower highs and broke down. That's why I took that trade. It finally started moving, which was great. I mean, this is starting to go sideways here. If I was to take a trade here, that would have been it right there. But it's not my best. It's too sideways. I like this consolidation breakdown. Always do. But I tried it over here. And it came right back up. If we were shorting that, and this is the high, it came right back up and stopped out there. So you could just see the behavior of this is not reliable. It's not very reliable to me at the moment. Unless I get something very, very tight, and I'd be willing to take the chance. Like something like this, perhaps. Possibly.
Order filled.
Okay, I'll give this one a try. Right here. See if it keeps going. If it stops me out, it's going to have to come up over this consolidation and over the moving average. It definitely could. But my bet is that it wants to come down and sweep this low. And it could, but it also could stop me out first before doing that. I like how it's rolling off the moving averages on the 2000 tick chart. But we'll see if it gives us what we need before chopping around all day. If it's not going to go, I'm going to get out.
Order filled.
I'm getting out.
Order canceled.
I guess I'm too nervous. I wanted it to go right there, and it didn't, so I'm getting out. I wanted it to just move. And, again, if it moved right there, I was willing to take a chance. If it would have went and I was thinking, okay, let's see if it'll go. It didn't. I'm out. Simple as that. Now look at it. It's coming back up on me here. Coming back up. But let's see if it'll stop me out. Yep, it would have stopped me out. Yep. So because it didn't keep going right here, I just closed it. So it's hard to trade this right now. Like the day chart has got us in a place where it's very near 2 days ago low. It's plenty of room to go down to the next moving average though. I could see it breaking down. I could see it coming all the way down to the next level. Really. So timing it is the key with trading. It always has been. Timing it. I guess I'm cautious because of this whippy behavior, and it's just sideways looking. So I don't even know if I could trade this right now. Guess we can go back to the NASDAQ and see if it's gotten out of that zone yet. Okay, what's it doing? Is it breaking out? Okay, I said I wanted it to break out of that 5-minute range, and that's what it's doing. I've got a nice move here. Okay, so we're looking for trend line breaks to the upside on the lower time charts. If we can get them, because it's really consolidating right here. There's a trend line break. Got to be fast, man. Not really. That's more of a consolidation again, but I want to see a trend line break. Continuation. Well, that's telling me that, yeah, the way this printing over here is not looking good to me. It did break out. It might need to be a 50% pullback of this move right here. It might need to really come down and spike down. If it takes off over the top of this area with speed, and then gives us some kind of consolidation continuation pattern, I'd be willing to give it a shot. See if it does. There's a breakout.
Order filled.
I'll give it a shot.
Order submitted.
I'll give it a shot. Keep going. Right back.
Order
down.
filled.
Oh, that ticks me off, man. Well, it didn't go. It did not go. Okay, well, it's better than losing your everything.
Order canceled.
I wanted to get a tighter. I wanted my stop loss to be under this consolidation area right here. I would have stopped that a lot sooner. Because if it does, once it turns red a couple of times, and you want it to keep going. If it doesn't, you want to get out under that consolidation area pretty quickly. Oh, yeah, I've got the wrong stop loss stuff here. 25 and 25, man. Gotta change my 25 and 25. Okay. I don't like having to move my stops that far. Finding where my stop is, I'm like dragging it. By the time this moves, you're going to get hurt. Have it already ready to go here. Okay, so yeah, here it's coming down to the potential Fibonacci level. What did we say about this? Oh, it hasn't gotten over the previous. That was one of the conditions I was looking for. I still like that candle breakout there. I still like that candle breakout. And if it stays above that pivot, then we might see it run up to that line up there. If it bounces right here, gives us a trend line break, it might go back up to that pivot level up here, which is previous day's level. Yeah, I'm not excited about it anymore. Well, it's still valid. It's still valid. It's still valid. I keep an eye on the 5,000 tick chart and the 5-minute chart, and I watch the moving averages on both of these to coordinate when I think it's failing. If one of them starts to cross over, it's okay, but if they both cross over, then it's invalid for the direction I'm looking for. With price structure telling me stay above here, it's right in the 50% pullback zone right now. Let's see what happens over here on the 100 tick chart. We may get some kind of a pattern that I like. It's going too fast. Dang it. There's the pattern I like. It just went too quick. Yep, right in the 50% zone. It happens a lot in that area, and it goes, sometimes you're able to catch it. I wanted to get in right here. I would have got a 1-to-1 on that. And if I held it, I would have broke even. I would take my stop to break even. So either I would have got a 1-to-1 or I would have got a break even on that. Now this big, quick, fast reversal candle after bouncing. I don't like that. So let's see what's going to happen here, because you don't want that pivot to be taken out, and you don't want it to consistently close below the moving averages and get back down into that range. Or it's short. I mean, I'm saying you don't want to. You could short, but I can't short if the 5 minute. Well, I can't short because it's in a range. Simple as that. I'm not going to short until it breaks down the bottom of this range, period. I said I would give it a try on the long side if it gets up over the range, and it did. And it bounced off the Fibonacci level, which we had a 1-to-1, but I didn't catch it on time. And now I can't do anything. We have a reversal on the 5,000 tick chart back into the range, and we have it holding still barely on the 5-minute chart, which tells me there's not enough information to take the trade long, really. If it continues to bounce, gives us a trend line break. Let's go to the 500 real quick, see what we got here. It's still in that Fibonacci zone. There's a trend line break. There's some pintails. Looks like it's holding. I want to see it get up over the top of those moving averages on the 5,000 tick chart. Close right there and continue. That would be good. That would be good for me.
Order
I'm going
filled.
to give it a shot. Stops under that pintail. See if it'll get a 1-to-1 at least. Come on, buddy. There you go. Break even. Go on up. Keep going. Keep going. Don't come down. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Stop
I
filled.
have to trail it. I have to trail it. And I know I get too close sometimes and I trail in it, but that's okay. My stop was down here. Always like to watch, would it have stopped me out? Almost got a 1-to-1 on it. I would have taken the profits on that. I would have taken it, but I just kept trailing. I got in there. As soon as it got close enough and built a ledge, I went up underneath that ledge, and that's where I was hoping it would give me another ledge, but it didn't. And it would have stopped me out for a full loss had I not trailed it up. So that's the kind of market we recognize and we're dealing with, and that's how we're going to have to trade right now. That's what we're going to have to do. One of the issues with me is finding out what kind of market condition are you dealing with. Is it a nice momentum, smooth, trending day, or the other kind of day, which is basically an unpredictable, choppy market? On these kinds of choppy days, getting a 1-to-1 is a good thing if you're, 60% right. Now, you can be 60% right and just not have the speed to get in on it, though. It's too quick. I wish I would have caught this 1-to-1 here on the Fibonacci bounce. Okay, well, that's how we trade on the channel. We're trying to live stream every day, Monday through Friday, 9:30 sharp, but things get in the way. So I'll see you soon. I'm not going to keep this open. I don't like the market. At least the NASDAQ and gold. Let's go check out gold real quick again. Nice strong bounce in that area down, pintail area. It could be setting up for a short, actually. The day is a nice looking red day. Price is currently below the daily chart movie momentum lines. Let's see if anything happens here real quick for a short setup. Five-minute chart. Price momentum lines are still in proper order. They haven't crossed one another. Prices came up, but that's okay. And the 5,000 tick chart Momentum lines are still in order. Price has gone up in the middle of them. That's okay. We get something here, might be worth a try. It might be worth a try. I'd like to see it break this trend line first, though. That's $25 trade. Price is above both momentum. They haven't crossed, but price is above. Now, 15-minute chart price is just tapping into. Right here would be an interesting play. Right here. It's at the pivot levels, top pivot levels. You get in at the high of that pivot level when it's turning red. You get out if it goes up over the top. I don't like the pattern on the 2000 tick chart, though. But you might be able to get something right here.
Order filled.
I'm going to try it.
Order filled.
Oh, I hit way too many. Oof. I got out because I accidentally did 5 micros instead of 1. Fortunately, I got out with a positive hit. What I'm trying to do on this is recognize the resistance instead of getting down here where the thing is breaking down and having a full stop loss. What I do is I wait for it to come all the way up to where my stop loss would have been, and I get in at a much higher place. And then if it would have stopped me out in the same stop loss that I would have used, then it's a much, much smaller risk. So right now I'm discombobulated because of the the accident, but so I'm not going to jump in this. I feel like wouldn't be thinking clearly. The emotions are kind of okay. So yeah, if there's a good setup opportunity and it looks like it does a bear trap, it comes all the way near where your stop loss would have been, entering up there on the red candles as it's starting to come back down is the play. And as you could see, this would have gotten 1, 2, almost 3 to 1 return on that with the same stop loss as entering in on the bear trap fake break. It's starting to become one of my favorite setup situations because it's such a low risk. I mean, you cannot beat the risk on that. So that's worth a try. Yeah, those kinds of things are worth it. I don't know if I'm going to keep trying it, though. I'm not going to do it again. First time, yeah. But it could still break down. But well, 50-50 challenge. Down 52 in one account, up 57 on the other. I think I'm going to stop while I'm barely ahead, and I'll see you on the next video Monday through Friday. We're going to try to live stream. If not, we'll keep trying because I want to live stream every day. It keeps me honest with my challenge and true. And when you record this and it's available to people to watch, you got to do it the right way. So, all right, see you next video.